Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As talented a musician as Rick James, real name James Ambrose Johnson Jr. was, he is also remembered for his obsession with sex and drugs. Over the years, the singer came to be known for his antics on and off stage, and unfortunately his lust for life may have contributed to the fatal heart attack he had at just 56 years old in 2004. Showtime's new documentary, Bitching, The Sound and Fury of Rick James, unpacks the singer's colorful and controversial history, including the ups and downs of his personal life. In anticipation of the documentary, fans are wondering just who Rick James' wife was and if the musical icon had any kids. Rick James is one of the biggest names of the 70s and early 80s funk music, having penned hits like Fire and Desire, Give It To Me Baby, and of course Super Freak. But in addition to his raw talent, Rick also had a substance abuse problem that affected nearly all his relationships. Rick's first wife was Kelly Messner. The two were married in 1974, but the union did not last long and the couple split just 5 years later in 1979. Although the marriage did not last, Kelly always had nice things to say about Rick. Rick had an uncanny knack of endearing himself to people, she explained, per Citizen Freak. He was quite a charming guy, and for all his faults, he was one of the most unique individuals I have ever met. Rick's second wife was Tania Hijazi. Tania was 17 when she met Rick in 1989, and a year later the two were an item. Rick had a true partner in Tania, especially when it came to his proclivity of drugs and partying, and together they were known to be wild. Rick James had a total of 4 children. The first 2 children Rick had, daughter Tienza and son Rick James Jr., were with singer-songwriter Civily Morgan. He then had another son named Trey Hardesty James, but it's unclear who Trey's mom is. Rick had his youngest child, a son named Tasman, with wife Tania in 1993. Not a lot is known about Rick's sons Rick James Jr. and Trey, but his daughter Tay and younger son Tasman had not shielded away from the spotlight after his death in 2004. Rick's daughter Tienza took over his estate and continues to manage it to the day. Tienza has worked on a number of projects to keep her father's legacy alive. While she has spoken about how difficult it was to grow up with a father who struggled with addiction, she also described Rick as a wonderful and protective dad. It was Rick who first introduced her to music, but she says he discouraged her from pursuing a career in the industry because of the many dangers and temptations it offers. But Rick's youngest, Tasman, is following his father's footsteps. The young man is an up-and-coming rapper, writer and producer. Taz has even referred to himself as the new Rick James, so he clearly has aspirations to make it big in the music biz. Time will tell if he does. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe.